All right, here is Ghost. We are going to go over Ernie's. Yeah. Todd does not work, by the way. Todd does not work. He claims YouTube is his job. I've talked about this before, but when you start saying YouTube is my job, you're setting yourself up for failure. I mean, first of all, what kind of fucking job do you want that has this much up and down? Also, he doesn't get, I mean, he gets more viewers than me, I guess, but man, if you're under 1,000 and more than 200, we're all kind of in the same boat. We're all kind of in the same little thing here. Oh, AVN guy, what's up? Cool. Army vet, his goddamn self. What is going on? Oh, I don't know. Did they? What did Mr. Well, exactly. Two fat dorks who I don't know how much money they're bringing in. It can't be that to be honest, it can't be that much. It can't be that much. But neither one of them want to have a real job, so they just do YouTube all day. I mean, honestly, listening, we're gonna go. I got a 20-minute little clip package from the other day of Todd. That is, I mean, it is great. Oh, I could check Playboard. Yeah, I don't care that much. You know what though? Maybe we will. All right, I'm gonna start this. Let's watch this. Unfortunately though, it doesn't really work that way. It's like you can come. Oh, sorry. You can have like glossed over it. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're in here. Hey, that's fucking 17 minutes longer than usual, and that's including foreplay. Stella, no, she only barks at Barbara, the old lady behind me. She does go out in the snow in the backyard and bark and lets the other dogs in the area know she's there. Hey, what's up, man? We're about to watch your shit. We're about to watch your shit from Degenerate Lost. Right? Is that who we're on Degenerates. On Degen. That was Ben Holden in here? Oh yeah. Goddamn. Fuck yeah. Loving it.
Dude, I'm loving it, brah.
Fuck yeah.
Take advice from fucking losers? Fuck that!
Fuck that. All right, let's listen to Ghost.
All right, gives you a court name and everything like that. As you see here, there's a couple counts and a couple codes. Offense description: A and B on police officer, 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 and resisting arrest. So by what we're reading here, ladies and gentlemen, that's 4 counts of assault and battery on a police officer. Correct me if I'm wrong here, chat. On 1/31 of 2026. Okay. We got some signatures.
Okay, so Ernie got there. I didn't like look up the whole everything with Ernie and everything surrounding Ernie. There's videos of him getting arrested. I think Degen actually has the video. I'll take a look for it while we're watching this. I don't want to watch his whole arrest video. I got other stuff and I got a time hack. But check out Degenerate. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to put the link. Wait, all right. Here is the link to this. All right, there the links in the chat to this thing. If you're into the Ernie shit, I'm sure you know Degenerate Lost. Oh, you guys both have it. Okay, cool. Check out Evil Ghost and Degen Lost. If you're into the Ernie shit, I'm sure you already know who they are. But if you're kind of like, hey, I want to learn more about a methed out fucking goblin who's running around, locking themselves in bathrooms and wielding knives and shit like that. Wrecking a van, high on meth, wrecking a van at 90 miles an hour. Big Ern McHaveaids is your man.
In the end, I done some PCP.
All right, let's watch this. So he got the truth is Massachusetts kind of did a pretty decent job. The little bit of I did see, they came in to the house that he was at and tried to calm it down and arrested him, and then they get him back. So drugs wore off, I guess. I don't know. And then he tried to fight the cops when they were trying to book him. And so he got 4 assault and battery on a police officer.
Here, attorney has been appointed. 2226. Date and judge counseled us. See, the fee was waived. Arranged and advised potential of bail revocation.
Chardonnay too.
You got some little quotation marks over here. Huh? Now, here's another good one. You guys, a lot of you guys are out there like, well, Ernie's been pulled out of the Vine link. The Vine link says this. Well, the reason the Vine link says what it does is because when you're pulled out of certain things and taken to court, it'll actually say, you've been pulled out of this jurisdiction to go somewhere else. It doesn't tell you where else. It just says you've been pulled out, basically. Okay. So just because the Vine link's saying this, you guys have to stop running with that's what it means, because in the end, it ultimately makes you look silly. Okay. So just wait for the facts, like I've been saying. And once you figure the facts out, you can start putting things together. You can do your own speculations and your own little shit. Do whatever you want, but just wait for the fucking facts so you can read them yourself.
I'm really sorry. I know it's annoying when I stop. I did not realize I missed these. Cinnamon Gopher, coming to Muy Caliente con Cinco Dolores. America, fuck yeah. For Stella and fuck Ernie Shell. Stella, you got a super chat. What do you think? Yeah, maybe I'll give you a special treat for that later. You got a pub cup. She got a pub cup this morning, so thank you. And coming in, Muy Caliente, Marathania Bearabia, Lisa Espanol. Sorry. I'm so used to having the microphone. It's like a fucking psychological fucking like where I can anyway. Give you 10 me embraces gratis. Para ti, Stella. Para ti. Shukran jazilan ya habibati. I had something for this. I don't know.
Oh, this is the worst looking hat.
God damn it. I don't have anything for that. Thank you. No.
Dude, I'm loving it, brah.
Cinnamon Girl, Army vet, her goddamn self, married to AVN guy who's in here. So everybody be cool. Everybody be cool. Once I fucking did that and I saw what it looked like, I was like, ah, shit. Oh, I don't have any pressure on them. I don't give a fuck what those fat dorks do. I think it's really funny to laugh at them. I hope they make $1 million. I couldn't give a fuck less about those two. Burnsy. God damn, we got the crew. We got the whole crew.
Like I said, if I'm wrong on something, feel free to correct me. Come send me an email, come in chat, say, no, you didn't read that right, Ghost, you're a big idiot, blah, 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 blah. And there's no mention of any cash giveaways. There are a mention of some other giveaways, but I don't think the officers wanted those type of giveaways. We'll get into it. So if you look here, you'll see the 2-2 arraignment. He was held. I'm not sure what the hell that even says. There's his judge name, Hernan or something like that. Not really important as far as what we're going to be getting into. And you also notice number 2 here. Now that's tomorrow's date, 2/3/26, event 15A. So probably more than likely what's going to happen is Ernie may not go back into Vine Link, considering he's had a court date today. He's going to go back, more than likely, he's going to go back into the jail. He won't go back into the medical jail that he's being held at. He'll go back into the jail. He may not be put back into Vine Link, considering he's going to get ripped right back out tomorrow morning for what we're about to discuss. Okay. So let's go ahead, scroll down here. There's some
yeah, if you're not aware, Ernie has a DUI. He was high on meth and wrecked a van in Arkansas. He absconded from his probation in Kentucky. Apparently, after assaulting his probation officer, I don't know if that's true or not, but he got into it with his probation officer, and he fled Kentucky, Arkansas, and now Massachusetts. So motherfucker gets around. He actually sorry, I'm trying to move so you guys can see shit. Shiz texted and said that Ernie was like right down the road from her. Oh shit, Peachy's in here too. Yeah, this was last October. I think we got some Ernie. We got Ernie folks in here. You guys remember when was it that he wrecked that van? Was that like October, September, October? The bounty hunter being hunted. I am a pet hunter. He's in the hospital for the criminally insane.
Messy as fuck handwriting, and if y'all expect me to read this, I'll do my best, but I'm already illiterate, so let's give it a shot. 15A, evaluation for contemporary competency. Is that a real word? Competency and responsibility. That's a rough one. On this date, that's obviously the judge's signature there. Here on to wait, what do you see? Oh yeah, here on to be held pending 15A. That's the evaluation. Yeah, evaluation on 2/3/26.
No.
And there you got two names there, obviously. So basically what that's saying is he's going to have a psych eval, more or less.
Well, the funny thing with Todd is if he was dressing like that, he's got that Kaiser thing where if you wear an undershirt underneath your shirt, don't button it down. Like, I mean, whatever. I don't know. The fuck do I know? It just looks like a kid. Wait, who did? Ernie? When is Mark going on? I have no idea who Mark is. I've been out of the Ernie loop. I've been out of the fucking Ernie game. But him getting arrested and Tav getting arrested, I thought, and then Doofus is going to fucking court. I figured we'd get back into this.
To see if Ernie's capable of standing trial, basically. And if I'm not saying that correctly, please correct me. Like I said,
oh shit,
Dodie said I'm right, and Dodie's always right. So if Dodie said I'm right, I'm right. So obviously you're going to see, you might see on the Vine link, Ernie go back into the system and then again get ripped right back out tomorrow. So like I said, everybody, just because you see him get pulled out of something stupid like Vine link, don't go starting crazy ass false narratives that Ernie's gotten out of jail or he's running free right now. That's no, do not do that. That makes you look silly at the in the long run. So shout out to everybody that didn't do that.
Are you done?
Yeah, Wasteland, Flies, Wasteland, SDA, of course. My normal clip channels, you guys know you're more than welcome to clip whatever you need out of this. If you guys need something specifically, please feel free to email me and I'll work on getting you just that specific information to you. Just give me time. I understand if you want to get it out, as quick as you can, but please feel free to, you guys feel free to clip what you need to clip. It's all good.
I think she doesn't like the smoke. Man, it's all choppy. It fucking sucks.
Everybody out there that's been documenting and recording Ernie, obviously DJ and all them, you guys are more than welcome to use what you need to use. All right. So assault and battery on police officer, Ernest Shale, not Ernest. Dude, that typo kills me every time. And I understand why people do it. It's such an easy typo to make, but the Ernest thing. So I'm recording earlier's video and right in the middle of recording while I'm reading the paragraph. So I'm sitting there literally reading, all right, assault and battery on police officer. You don't have anything checked here. There's nothing really here. You're not seeing much, right? You guys don't see any check marks either, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and scroll down. Not looking at a lot. Number 2, you got another assault and battery on a police officer. And you're wondering, like, what the fuck? There's 2. All right, so now we got 3 assault and battery on a police officer. Wait, where's the 4th? Where's the 4th? Well, we skipped 4 apparently for some strange reason and went straight to 5. But so 4 assault and battery on a police officer, right? And then you have technically a 5th would be a resisting arrest, okay? And then another one of tagging property. And you're like, what the fuck was Ernie out? Like,
No, I actually got her out this morning. Also, she has access. She's got a doggy door, so she's got access to the backyard where she goes shit and piss. A la Ernie Shell. But we did get out this morning, didn't we, Stella? You got a pup cup.
Did Ernie have like a can of spray paint in jail or something like that? Like, what the hell? What's he doing? What's he tagging? And then here's another kicker, which once again, this raises more questions until we get on just a little further down the page. Destruction of property, 1,200 plus maliciously or malicious. Then you have another destruction of property, 1,200 plus malicious. Okay, so now we've got these destruction of property charges, right? Both of them over $1,200, and they both say malicious. So obviously Ernie knew what he was doing when he did it. That's what that should tell you, because they were done maliciously. Those are two.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to read the chat and listen to what he's saying. Tagging property. So wait a second. Did he? Goddamn. So am I understanding this right? Because I'm new to this. So I mean, I got like a cursory thing, and I was like, ooh, let's kind of go deeper into it. Did he shit and piss all over everything? Is that what somebody was saying? He did that legitimately? Oh shit.
2 felonies in mass. Yes, 2 different felonies. 2. Count it. All right. So then we obviously have the assault and battery on a police officer. Those different charges. Scroll on here. Great, my earbuds dying. That's awesome. So we'll get through this a little faster so I can switch earbuds here.
Okay.
Here you've just got some more of just the criminal complaint document. Number of counts. There's 8 total counts.
Sweet.
Yeah, so there's 8 total counts. They just skipped 4 on that one. Here's the actual counts. And here, okay, so
Is this gonna be easy?
all right, so let me change my earbud out here, because there's a go into a little bit of detail. Quit laughing, by bitches. It's not funny. We're going to go into a little bit of detail on what actually happened after Ernie got arrested. The undersigned complaint on behalf of the Commonwealth and oath complains that on the date indicated below, the defendant committed the offense or offenses listed below on any attached pages. Account. Let's see. Let me do it like this. Let me do it like this, just to tease the fuck out of you guys a little bit more. Let's just show you the first one. So count 1, code blah 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 blah. Description: assault and battery on a police officer on 1/31/2026. Did assault and beat Officer N-word Shepard.
Wait, did that say he called the officer the N-word, or did
Officer L-word Harris and Officer S
L-word? He just said, I'm not like, oh, that's funny.
word. A police officer who was then engaged in the performance of his or her duties in violation of GL and the code. Penalty: House of Correction, not less than 90 days, more than 2.5 years, or not less than $500, more than 5,000. Blah 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 blah. Then you have number 2 over here. Count number 2 on 1/31/2026. Did assault and beat Officer N-word Shepard, L-word Harris, and S-word. A police officer who was then engaged in performance and duties and blah 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 blah. Penalty 3, House of Correction. Penalty 3 on 131 did and be it's the same thing. So this is the same charge, right? Same charge. We're all, okay. We can officially say that it's not. It's don't laugh at me, Lilu. It's not funny. We can officially say you get up here and say these words. You can't say them. We can officially say that all 3 of these are the same, right? So let's go and, like I said, 4's not there. Don't ask me why, but we can say on 131, the discount here, technically 4th, but it's on the 5th. On 1/31/2026, did assault Officer N-word Shepard, Officer L-word Harris, and Officer S-word, a police officer who was engaged in the performance of their duties, blah, 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 blah. Let's go ahead and go to penalty 6, shall we? On 1/31/2026, did knowingly prevent or attempt to prevent a police officer as defined in blah, 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 who was acting under color of his or her official authority from effecting an arrest by 1, using or threatening to use physical force or violence against a police officer or another, or 2, using some other means which created a substantial risk of causing bodily injury to such officer or another. Keep that in mind. As you're going through this and reading this, keep that in mind, okay? Penalty jail.
Yo, I'm like, don't be racist, Ghost. I got to be more racist if he said it.
House of Correction, more than not 2.5 years, blah, 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 blah. You got some signatures here.
What are you going to do?
Count number 7 on 1/31/2026.
Cracker.
Here we go. Spray or apply paint or place a sticker upon a building, wall, fence, or sign, tablet, a gravestone, monument, or other object or thing in a public way or adjoined to it or in public view or on private property. Such persons commonly known as taggers in such conduct of activity known or commonly known as.
So in the height of, and I'm not saying this was like edgy or anything. I'm not, but at the height of all of what you can and can't say, you know what I mean? The cancel shit. There was a story in the St. Louis News about 2 guys from East St. Louis who got a show, apparently got a show on like HGTV or whatever, flipping houses. And the title said, two brothers from East St. Louis get show on HGTV. And I was like, it's 2018. You can call them African Americans. I got messages like, hey, man, that was really funny, but I can't, like, it's out. I was like, man, people are really afraid to say, like, I didn't even say anything. It's not like I said that. Like, I was using slurs. Just two brothers from East St. Louis. It was funny to me, God damn it.
Tagging, or other words or phrases associated to such persons conduct or activity. Sorry. And either as an individual or in a group did join together with such group with the intent to deface, mar, damage, mark, or destroy such property in violation to, there's another code that we're not going to discuss. And the penalty, house of correction, not more than 2 years, less than $1,500, blah, 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 blah. On 131, did willingly and maliciously destroy or injure the personal property, dwelling, housing, or building of town of Medway. The value of property so destroyed or injured exceeded $1,200 in violation with another code. Penalty, state prison not more than 10 years or jail not more than 2.5 years, and fine the greater $3,000 or 3 times the value of the property so destroyed or injured, which we've already seen was exceeding $1,200. We all know Ernie ain't even got $2 right now. So there's that. Number 9, on 131, did willingly and maliciously destroy and injure the personal property, dwelling, house, of building of town of Medley, the value of the property so destroyed or injured exceeding $1,200. The exact same thing we just read. State prison not more than 10 years or jail not more than 2.5 years. So there's the other charges. Let's keep scrolling here. After considering the report of recommendation and probation officer and the other employee, after questioning the defendant named above as appropriate based on the standards and supreme. Did my phone just go off? It's not seeing it. I just not feel my phone vibrate. I find that the defendant is, and next to it is checked right here, indigent. Is that how you say that? Sure. But able to contribute and is therefore ordered to pay nothing, of course, because Ernie's a broke bitch. That's what that's saying. Ernie, you're a broke bitch, so they're not going to make you pay for anything, but they are going to make your happy asset in jail for a while. So you guys has and signs it. This is the docket. Criminal docket in A, criminal docket, Wilmington District Court in the matter of Commonwealth versus Ernest Shell, date of birth, social petitioner, title, forensic psychologist, Medway Police Department. The above named person has been arrested and detained prior to their arraignment and appearance in court pursuant to the protocol on emergency psychiatric hospitalization. There's a request that the person be hospitalized because of mental illness at a Department of Mental Health public facility or at Bridgewater State Hospital before their arraignment or court appearance. The protocol cannot be used unless a magistrate or assistant clerk magistrate has made a probable cause determination and the detainee has not been released on bail. The following information has been provided to the on-call judge for review. The current charges on which the detainee is being held, the detainee's current condition, the detainee's Board of Probation record and warrant management system information, including any outstanding defaults or warrants for the detainee. Any other pertinent information. A physician or psychologist qualified by the DMH to perform psychiatric examinations has examined the person, and a qualified examiner has, check marked here, reported the results of that examination to the on-call judge by providing a physical or electronic copy of report or communicating the contents of or reading or summarizing the report over the telephone, and including in the report the qualified examiner's opinion and supporting reasons that emergency psychiatric hospitalization is required. And you have the check mark there, is required. The petition is allowed. The petition have been allowed pursuant these court orders to above named detainee to be taken by the Medway Police to the following facility of DMH, or check mark if mail to Bridgewater State Hospital. So because Ernie was a dude, that's why he technically went to Bridgewater. Just to be realistic, there's no guarantee that puts him away. That's right. There's still, I mean, he could still get out of all this wildly. Like at the end of the day, like he still has, like he can still get out all of this. Orders at the petitioner, blah, blah, blah. On 2/2/2026, officers of the police department which made the arrest shall appear at such public facility of the Department of Mental Health or Bridgewater State Hospital at 8:30 a.m. At such time, the superintendent of the public facility or the Bridgewater State Hospital shall return custody of the detainee to officers of that police department. No evaluation report shall be required of the facility receiving the detainee pursuant to this order. Upon custody transferred to the police department, the court ordered under blah, 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 shall terminate. The detainee shall then be transported to court by the police. Release at any time of the detainee from the public facility of Bridgewater State Hospital shall be made only to the custody of the police. Only to the custody of the police, okay? So Ernie's not just gonna, I'm getting out of here. It's not happening. His position was acted upon a judge name below. There's a judge name, blah, 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 blah. Honorable Janet. Hello, Honorable Janet. Some signatures there. Date complaint issue 2/2/26. Next event 2/3/2026, 8:30 a.m. mental health hearing, criminal case. So tomorrow morning they will be basically evaluating if Ernie's a fucking psychopath or not. All right, maybe not a psychopath, but they're going to see. Defendant must appear on the above date and time. Obviously, he'll be there. He's in custody. So here we're starting to call into the charges more. Bail set by court. Yeah, so 4 counts of assault and battery on a police officer and resisting arrest. 5. Well, that says 5, but I only see 4 there. I know. I don't know why. Like it's like they fucked up 4, so they're like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna skip 4. We don't need 4." Just say. Oh, was it? I don't know. I'm not going back. You guys can go back and look at it. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna keep scrolling down here. Page 1 of 4. I understand the complaint requests that a criminal complaint issue against the accused charging the offense listed below. If the accused has not been arrested in criminal charges, he has been arrested, so we don't need to worry about any of that. It's just bullshit from Ernie. He's a Caucasian, short, white male. That says 5'8". I don't think that's right. I don't think he's actually 5'8". Right. There's no way.
Fuck no, he's not 5'8". He's not 5'8" at all.
Bruh, it still says his employer is G4S.
Holy fucking shit. I'm definitely stopping to say hello to you. What is going on, Carnivore?
I like this woman. She got balls. I like that.
What's up, man? Haven't seen you for a bit. Hope you're doing well in the world. Hope you're doing well, man. Always good to see you around. Everybody say hello to Nomad, Carnivore.
That's weird. I think if you wreck one of their vans and you prove to be high out of your gourd, you're probably not a still an employee. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. No, he's not getting off that easy, especially after I read what we're about to read next. So there's been some stuff that's been redacted from these that I did not do. This was redacted from
Very
them.
nice, man.
So don't be like, Ghost, what did you do? That is not me. Offensive code, blah, 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 blah. Description, A and B on police officer, 131. Variables, and there's all the police officers that were involved. Another one, same thing, all the police officers involved. A hearing upon this complaint application will be held at the above court address.
Fucking chat. Slinging fucking arrows today.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Good luck. Funny shit.
Up there. Yeah, we're not
Literally funny.
Date 2/2, blah, blah, blah. Probable cause found for above offenses. Numbers 1, 2, based on checkmark facts set forth in attached statements. Interesting. Okay. So this, I believe, is more or less the same thing because of the charges. So really don't need to go into this again and repeat this because it's basically the same thing. As you notice, everything on this page is more or less the exact same as what we just read. So we're going to keep scrolling. Like I said, there's 38 pages. We're not even fucking halfway through them yet, guys. This is the exact same thing. This is page 3 of 4 of this, same thing we just read on page 1. There's absolutely no difference here. So let's keep scrolling so we can save a little bit of time here. Nothing's changing, except for was those on the last one?
Good luck, motherfucker.
No, they wasn't.
What are you gonna do?
So here you can start to see the tagging property, the destruction of property start to come into play. The resisting arrest comes into play. See what this one is. Destruction of property. Victim was the town of Medley Police Department. So obviously Ernie fucked up the booking station that he was being booked into. More or less is what they're trying to tell you. So we're gonna go ahead and keep scrolling here. Reported as a disturbance, incident type disturbance. Here's the address, the reporting officer. We'll call him Sergeant Anthony. Let's call him. Yeah, that's better. Hello, Miss Anthony. I did not see this part yet. Okay, so
Okay, we're about a little more than halfway through this. We got this. We got some other stuff to go, a little bit to go through. Yeah, apparently Tav got locked up for trespassing, doing auditor shit. You know, he's in a cycle. I tell you what, though, he doesn't seem to care. So I don't know if Tav doesn't give a shit. It's hard for me to give a shit. I just wish he didn't do stuff to get him locked up. That's all. He seems like a pretty decent dude. Maybe he isn't. I don't know. But when he comes in here, he's funny. He's generous. He's off his rocker. Aren't we all a little bit, though? Aren't we all just a little bit?
looks here, assault and battery on police officer 4 different times, tagging property once, destruction of property, destruction of property again, resisting arrest once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's 5 assault and batteries on a cop, 5 resisting arrests, fugitive from justice on court warrant. Am I missing anything good in chat? You guys being good?
All right,
So we get in a little bit more detail of that monsters. That's a little bit farther down. Okay, so it gives you more detail on Ernie. He's a little short guy. He's 46. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so this is page 20. On Saturday, January 31st, I was working at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. shift assigned to patrol as the shift supervisor.
Okay, here we go. Here's where we get into the narrative of the report. This is gonna be the good shit. 6 Oaks, he, meaning Tav, the angry vet, got railroaded. Same county as the VA wiretap nonsense. The judge went out of her way to convict him and gave the max sentence on a first offense. I mean, didn't he get 90 days? That feels like a whole lot for a trespass. It feels like a whole lot. Yeah, well, exactly. Right? I don't know if you guys remember this. I was kind of out of my mind for a couple of years on here. All better now, thanks to marijuana.
At approximately 7:26 a.m., dispatch received multiple calls regarding a disturbance at 10 Winthrop Street. The callers, all of whom were following a Facebook Live video, which he probably was confused. He's probably not, real keen on this type of shit. Facebook Live video online posted on a channel called Unlock Your Reality. And this is Sergeant Anthony. This is Sergeant Anthony's description here. Channel called Unlock Your Reality. Called to report a male in the household was in a bathroom and had a knife. The callers also stated that the male has schizophrenia and other mental health issues. Detective Godino, Officer Clark, and I responded. Upon arrival, we approached the front door located on the front porch.
Good to hear that. Jimbo, Marine vet, Fallujah vet, his goddamn self. I'm working on another low budget, low effort video called A Week in Review of Shit Todd Said. I clip everything out of context and claim it's real. Oh my God, those have got to be funny. I got a good Todd video. I got a good Todd package. Oh, Todd. Oh, fuck yeah, Jimbo. I hope you do that. I like doing that. I made one video of him. The only hard part is to get even a 5-minute video or whatever it was, 4-minute video I made of clipping him, and then kind of rearranging it to make it funny. that took fucking forever. it took a while because first of all, you got to listen to his fucking thing, which even sped up. You're like, oh, come on, man, come on. But it is worth it. It is worth it at the end. I'm gonna take that super tip thing down. You can donate to me over there. I can pull it up later. I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it for right now. I'm talking about the super tip up in the QR code. We do get more money. We get 90% versus 70% over there, but it's all good. Wait till I figure it out, and then we can do the voices. It'll be funny. Tav, no different than OJ getting off on the murder, then he got crucified for the okay. I misunderstood what you meant. He got away with the wiretapping thing, right? And then they're gonna nail him on the trespass.
I unholstered my department-issued weapon and held it at low ready, never raising it above my hip. I felt the door handle and found that the door was unlocked. I pushed the door open in order to see inside while remaining outside and calling out to any occupants. Officer Clark was behind me, and we could see one male standing to the right side of the house by a hallway and another to the left side in a sitting room. We announced our presence and asked if anyone else was in home. While speaking with both parties from the outside of the home, I could see one male. The male in the sitting room to the left side of the home was holding a phone as if recording us. He was holding his other hand up to show that nothing was in it. I saw him throw what appeared to be a small item down away from his body. I directed this male to move to another corner of the room where I approached him and conducted a pat frisk for weapons. Detective Godino entered the room with me, and we secured a small black pocket knife, which had been thrown onto the chair. Officer Clark began speaking with the other male parties soon after, identified as Chris Forte, Chris Forte. Excuse me. Detective Godina and I began talking with the male.
Well, thank you very much, Andrea Presley. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Dick Necks.
I like this woman. She got balls. I like that.
Good luck, motherfucker.
It's going to get hotter. Cracker.
What's up, Cap? Did Merb go after Tav too? I don't know. Average taints. My friend GS said you have a penis and a vagina. Is that true?
Dude, I'm loving it, brah.
No. Maybe. Wink.
Who we shortly after identified as Ernest Shell of Kentucky. Herschel Big Grip and Shell of Kentucky.
I would definitely not put Merb in that. I mean, I'm biased. I like Merb. I don't know. I don't watch all of his stuff, but I like Merb generally.
Dispatch notified us that Shell was continuing to record our interaction on a live stream platform as they were receiving numerous phone calls from people sharing information about Shell. Through conversation, we found that Shell was experiencing paranoia, delusional feeling there were people behind mirrors, hiding in a fireplace, and listening around the corner. Dispatch also notified me that Shell had an active NCIC warrant, there's the docket number and everything, with full extradition out of the state of Kentucky. I advised Dispatch to call to confirm the full extraditable warrant, which we all heard. At this time, due to the warrant and the possibility of Shell may either be transported on a Section 12 or placed under arrest, I felt it was safest to place Shell into temporary custody, which we all heard. We all heard all of it go down. Detective Godina and I handcuffed Shell. The handcuffs were double locked and checked for tightness. Shell was again pat frisked, and we waited to hear from dispatch. Shell was cooperative and compliant throughout this interaction. Excuse me. Officer Clark continued to speak with Forte while Detective Godina spoke with Shell. See her supplemental narrative on the conversation to further information. I stepped into the kitchen and confirmed through dispatch that Kentucky acknowledged the full extradition warrant. Shell was escorted to the rear of the cruiser K4, where he was transported back to the station. Back at the station, we attempted to conduct booking and processing. We were unable to complete the
sorry. I guess also stop apologizing for stopping it. It's probably more annoying than stopping it. He gets high on meth. He probably gets drugs, fucks a dude, and then does enough drugs to kind of lose his mind a bit, and then goes into this drug-induced psychosis shit that he has. He's also my. I'm not always interested in what he's talking about, so I don't like watch him religiously or anything. But I like Merp.
Booking of Shell and felt it was best and safest for all that he be secured in a cell. Shell was acting paranoid, insisting on checking behind doors and walls to ensure no one was present. Shell insisted on checking behind the photo pull-down curtain to ensure that the wall was solid. Wow. Shell felt all the walls to ensure they were solid and not another room or void in the wall. We closed all doors and booking, including the interview room, hallway to cells 1 and 2, storage closets to show Shell that nobody else was in the room with us. Shell continuously asked, "Are you going to shoot me?" Shell asked about stop. Shell stop. Shell asked about items throughout.
Fucking chat. Oh my god, everybody, you guys are on fucking fire again today. I like it. Dong-induced psychosis.
In the end, I done some PCP. I'm opposed to dildos.
Apparently not.
The room, like the smoke detector,
Apparently
microphone, and surveillance cameras in the booking room, all thinking they were some sort of weapon which would harm him. Shell repeatedly asked about our weapons and if we were going to harm him, tie him up.
Yes. Both Degenerate Lost. If you just type in Degenerate Lost Ernie Shell, I don't know if Degen's got like numbers or anything behind it. Degenerate Lost and Evil Ghosted. It's Evil Ghost is his name, but it's at Evil Ghosted. I think Peachy's in here. Is Peachy still in here? Anyway, they got it. Both of them have the arrest video on. I did not queue it up because I initially didn't want to watch the whole thing, but I don't know. Maybe we can. What time is it? We'll see.
Up or become physical with him. On numerous we showed damn it. We showed Shell that we were not holding our firearms per department policy, and that we were not interested in hurting him nor placing hands on him if he remained compliant. We were eventually able to direct Shell into a cell where he could be secured and safe. That's what you think. I had inspected the cell prior to Shell being placed within it and found it clear of any contraband or hazards. 2 prisoner blankets and 1 uncapped bottle of water were provided to Shell. Page 3 of 5. Let's continue. At this time, I initiated the Section 18 process. I contacted Riverside Emergency Services and spoke with the intake manager, who advised me that social workers would be out at approximately 10:30 a.m. At 10:30 a.m., crisis clinical... wow, that's... That lady and that other lady, Laura, they arrived at the station, okay? Long story short. I advised them of Shell's condition, excuse me, and my concerns for schizophrenia, delusions, and paranoia. Clinicians? Whoa, that's a crazy word. Clinicians conducted and...
I mean, by the time... I mean, what I would like to do is, like, clip it down or whatever, but... before I show it, but maybe by that time everybody had seen it. I don't think we'll do it today.
Assessment from within booking and were unable to complete any safety risk assessment due to his non-compliance speaking with him. Medway Police Department clinician Ryan was also on the scene and observing. Well, thank you, Ryan. Clinicians began the process moving forward of contacting the on-call mental health forensic psychologist and were unable to complete that process. Throughout the afternoon, clinician Ryan worked to obtain further information through a family member as well as additional information which had been shared with us from persons calling the station. Clinician Ryan gathered enough pertinent medical and psychological history of shells from a family member to conduct a risk assessment and provide necessary information to the Department of Mental Health forensic psychologist Dr. Brown. Blah 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 blah. Dr.
Okay. So Peachy's saying Ghost has the most clipped out. So go to Evil Ghost. If you do Evil Ghost, Ernie Shell, or I think it's at Evil Ghosted. At Evil Ghosted. Some shit show. Yeah, Ernie got arrested pretty goddamn close to where she lives. Pretty close.
I'm opposed to dildos.
I love the fuck out of cookies.
Hell yeah.
Brown at around 2 p.m. stated that he would be on the way to conduct an assessment himself. During that time between Shell entering cell number 3 and later being removed from cell, he was observed through the department's security cameras and checked with key fob regularly. Shell defecated on the floor of the cell, climbed up on the toilet, and smeared his own feces.
Holy shit. Here we go. Speaking of holy shit.
It's going to get hotter. Cracker.
Okay. The literal shit show. We got the shit show in the chat, and we got the shit show in the jail. Here we go.
Shell defecated on the floor of the cell, climbed up on the toilet, and smeared his own feces on the clear plexiglass covering all. Shell defecated. Ernie Shell shit on the floor, climbed up on the toilet, and smeared his shit on the plexiglass where the fucking cameras were.
In the end,
Urinated all over the floor.
I done some PCP.
At one point, cameras were. Urinated all over the floor, and at one point attempted to flush the cell blanket in the toilet.
What?
Off the water source for cell number 3 from the cell utility closet. Shell was observed in various states of manic behavior, covering himself with a blanket and hiding under it on the floor. Sorry, I'm so fucking and defecating on the cell floor on multiple occasions. So if you thought, oh well, it's just Ernie's sudden shock of energy while he's pooping on the floor. No, ladies and gentlemen, he pooped and pissed on the floor multiple times. At approximately 7 p.m., Dr. Brown arrived at the station and began conducting an evaluation of Shell. Officer Elward and I escorted Dr. Brown into the booking room where he conducted his assessment through the cell door. Dr. Brown requested at this time that Shell be transported to the hospital to be medically cleared prior to being transported to the hospital. Medway Fire EMS was dispatched for a transport to the Milford Regional Hospital. See continuance of this report. Full blah, blah, blah. While inside, I spoke with Chris Forte out of blah, blah. Forte told me that he is a friend of Mark McJunkins. I began asking Forte what happened. He told me that he met the male party on Grindr.
I'm opposed to dildos.
A social dating app for gay men. A few days ago.
Wait a second. The cop, his buddy came in and said he met him on Grindr. Again, who cares if he's gay? Who cares? But it really bothers him. It really bothers him when you think his fucking family literally testified under oath in open court that Ernie is gay for pay and a very known liar. Yeah. Again, whatever, but if he was gay, I wouldn't care, but it's funny when dudes like Todd and Ernie. It's different. I don't think Todd's gay for pay, but Ernie is, and then he gets really fucking bent out of shape if you call him gay.
A social dating app for gay men a few days ago and has been letting him stay at the residence. He referred to the male party as Cole, C-O-L-E, which is the name that was used in the Grindr profile. The male he is referring to is Ernest Shell. Forte told me
Wait.
that Shell was
Wait, hold on. Okay. I began asking Forte what happened. He told me that he met the male party on Grindr, a social dating app for gay men, a few days ago. He'd been letting him stay at his place. He referred to the male party as Cole. So Big Ern McHaveaids going by Cole. Also, if going by the chat, spoiler alert, it sounds like Ernie didn't tell this dude he was HIV positive. Yeah, that's a bad one.
Shell has some paranoid tendencies. Wow, you think? But he is able to reassure him and keep him calm most of the time. So by that statement, that tells me that obviously Ernie was there quite often. If old Forte knew how to take care of him, right? Knew his tendencies. What happened today with the knife? He told me that he did not know. He stated that he only knew that Shell went into the bathroom, but did not know what for. He told me that they had only known each other for a few days. After we placed Shell under arrest for the warrant, Forte basement to gather his belongings. Forte, is what I'm saying. He would allow Shell to keep his belongings at the house, and that they would be safe here. Forte, all right, we'll call him Fort because now I feel retarded saying it. Fort obtained a jacket and pants for Shell due to the weather. We explained that Shell was under arrest for an extraditable warrant out of Kentucky, and that he would be brought back to the Medway Police Department while we arrange transport with Kentucky officers. Respectfully submitted, Emily Carter. Thank you for your due diligence, Emily.
Holy shit. Even fucking Michelle is getting in on it. Listen, what do we say? All these guys are the same in different ways, right? Stuttering John shit his pants on a live stream and kept goddamn live streaming. Shit his pants. Ernie shit his jail cell. Well done,
I
Michelle.
like this woman. She got balls. I like that.
Look at everybody. It's like an open mic for roasting.
Several out-of-state callers. Oh, there's a good one. Several out-of-state callers reporting male party in the bathroom at listed location with a knife. Parties reported male party is live streaming on YouTube and appears to be under the influence of crack cocaine. I don't know. I'm just making that part up. One male party in custody, transporting
In
male
the
party
end,
to station. Patient male medically
I've
cleared by
done some PCP.
hospital. Dr. Brown contacting judge on call. Blah 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 blah. Fucking blah.
Oh, what's up, Rebecca?
Response from NCIC.
Oh,
This interstate identification index response is a result of your record request. Individual's record will be complete
Holy
when
shit,
all
where'd you know
responses
that?
are received.
Is that in
Sources FBI, Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, New York, and this rap sheet was introduced in response to the following requests. The information of this rap sheet is subject to blah 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 blah. Subject's name, Ernest Max Show. Okay, last one, 2025. Oh, don't worry, guys. It's just, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, guys. just a warrant out for my arrest. It's not that big of a deal, right, guys? It's not that big of a deal.
So where is this interview? Adam, where is this interview? My buddy got to go through Ernie's backpack during the interview. So Adam was saying earlier that his friend lives near where this happened and went and interviewed the guy, apparently. Where's it? I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, that is true. That's a good point. It's probably more that than him really being Nicolina, that chick. I don't. Everybody calls her different names. What's her channel? I don't really know. Is it Nicolina or something? Just Nicolina. All right, let's play this now.
Armed and dangerous. Well, why is that? Because
God damn, I just suddenly realized kind of how high I am. I'm like, oh fuck. Holy Jesus. Oh, I'm smoking Dr. Funkenstein. Dr. Funkenstein. They had it priced to move, as they say in the biz. Oh man, where's that picture so crappy? You guys hear me okay though? At least that's really more important. Man, that sucks. That picture is so fucking bad. Anyway, they had it priced to move, as they say, and fucking it's really strong. It was dry. It was dry. See why they were moving it. Fucking Sandy. Everybody's funny today. What's the old saying? Shit in one hand, wishing the other Ernie shit in both, and played finger paint. Fuck yeah, man. You guys are making me laugh. Yeah, it sucks. Why is it? It like comes in and out. I mean, it's not my internet, I don't think, because the picture, what we're watching is totally fine. Everything's, going well with the shit. StreamYard just doesn't like it.
He has violent tendencies. See that? You just pissed a whole bunch of people off. Oh. Okay, so reported ambulance. Ambulance. I don't think there's really anything here that we need to specifically go into that we haven't already seen. Facts, Stephen. What?
Damn, he got a Chris Ryder special.
Facts, Stephen.
Sorry, I was trying to get it where you could see it all, but he got 14 charges. Ernie walked away from that. Oh man, I was not seeing why he was. I couldn't figure out. I didn't see the officer's name. That Ghost was like Officer N-word. There's the officer. Now I was like, I kind of get why he was staying away from it. It's an enigma joke. Clip it. Oh, that's funny. Because racial slurs are funny. Let's just be serious. They're funny. Can we all just agree to that?
Whatever, does it say what 05 is, or is that just
Yeah.
does it say it anywhere? No, I don't see it anywhere. I don't know what 05 is, but whatever 05 is.
Yeah.
I don't see it on there. Whatever.
I would 100% ask him how to pronounce that before if it was in a way, I don't know, where I could ask him, how do you pronounce that? Before I made a fucking venture out into some potentially dangerous territory for a straight white male.
That's all of his
non-rap.
5 counts of that, tagging property, destruction of property. So now we know why he got those counts of assault and battery.
Yeah.
Are you doing it?
You're like, all right, well.
The warrant section? What's triple I status? What does that mean? Did you drop a link?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you did or if I did. I forgot. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, Viper, you're up. What up, homie?
Okay, Moody asked the thing in the chat.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Moody. I don't know much about you. I like you, but sometimes you ask questions that confuse me. This is the warrant.
There's a few good ones. You had a couple of good ones over there too. That was you, right? That was like you could get him to say some shit. She's dead asleep with her cute little snores going.
Information out of Kentucky. This is what Ricky Baker filled out. Okay, they don't know nothing about what happened in Massachusetts yet. So armed and dangerous means that he was seen armed and he's known to be dangerous. Now, I know a lot.
It's funny when Angela talks about this, and you do feel like everybody needs to calm down about their information getting out. I mean, I feel like if you don't want your information out, then don't be a creator kind of thing, I feel like. But this dude's off his fucking rocker, and he was very close to somebody I know. He was close to Shiz. And I was kind of like, shit, man. It does sort of, I mean, who knows? If he's on a 5-day meth bender, all jacked up from dudes cum and fucking cooking meth, smoking meth, you're like, holy shit, there are fucking wackos out there. I really hope for Ernie's sake that he accepts what's going on. I mean, there's just no other way out of it other than death. If he doesn't, he just needs to accept what the fuck is going on. And the drug, get psychiatric help. Ernie, if you're listening, just get psychiatric help. I'm saying Ernie. I'm saying Ernie's all gassed up from this.
How about you navigate these nuts, motherfucker?
That was my first.